Hey VBS friends! Today I am going to attempt to show you how to make a paper crane. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab a piece of paper. I have just a plain sheet of computer paper, and I'm going to show you how to turn this into a square so you can use it for our origami project. But before we get started, we're going to remember that this activity is to focus on world peace and unity. The paper crane is something that originated in Japan but is now used all around the world to symbolize peace. So on your piece of paper, before we get started folding, go ahead and write down any thoughts or specific prayers, or maybe even a picture if you prefer drawing, to kind of pray for people around the world. So go ahead and take a minute and do that. Alright, now in order to turn just a regular size computer paper into our origami square, you're going to start by folding it into a triangle like that. And this strip right here is what you're going to cut off. Just like that. So now you've got a square piece of paper. Okay, so every single fold that I'm going to do, make sure they are crisp, and you might want to run your finger over them a couple times. So I'm going to unfold that triangle, and I'm going to fold it the other way into another triangle. Again, making sure I run my finger over that fold to make sure it's really solid. Open your paper back up to a square, and then you're going to fold it like a hot dog bun. So you're going to fold it into a rectangle one way, unfold it again, and fold it into a rectangle the other way. Just like that. Okay, our next step is you're going to take the sides like this and kind of let that crease that you've made work for you, and you're going to fold them in just like this to make a smaller square, just like this. Then what you're going to want to do is take one of the sides and fold it into the center just like this, and do the same on the other side. I'm folding it into the center, and I'm going to do the same on the back. I'm folding each of my sides into the center to look like a kite. And then you're going to also take this top triangle and just give it a nice crease that way, and I'm going to crease it the other way too, just so it's nice and flexible and creased really well. Well, then you're going to open it back up to the kite and open your paper on all sides. And what you're going to want to do is take one of the flaps that you've got here, and you're going to open it up and bring the sides in just like this. So it looks like that, and I'm going to turn it around and do the same on the other side. I'm opening this bottom flap, just like that. There we go. So what you should have is these two flaps on the bottom just like that. Okay? The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take the sides and fold them into the center again. Just like that. Flip it over and do the same thing. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two sides and bring them together, and these two sides and bring them together like this. So I'm kind of turning it inside out and making it look like a dog's head with the ears on top and the long nose on the bottom. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to use that crease that we made earlier and fold this side up, flip it over and fold the other side up, and then you're going to do the very same thing we just did and kind of turn it inside out. So I'm going to take this crease, open it up, and fold it like that. On the other side, I'm going to take this one, open it up, and fold it like that. And you should have something that looks like this. Now you're going to take the wings and fold it down on each side. Just like that. So you can see I've got the wings to my crane. And then from there, you're going to pull your tail out. Just kind of pull it out and then re-crease it at the bottom wherever you want your tail to be. And then same with the head. I'm going to pull out the head a little bit and then re-crease it here at the bottom wherever you want your head to be. And then I'm going to just take the tip of this sheet of paper and fold it inward like that to create the head and the beak of the crane. Now you can make that as big or as small as you want. And there you go. You've got a paper crane. I'm also going to put a link into another YouTube video that you can reference if you want a more step-by-step video. In the video it's really great because he uses a highlighter to kind of mark all of the creases that you make, so it's really easy to see and follow it step by step if you need more help making your crane. And don't forget to take all the cranes that you create and swing by the church to drop them off, because we're going to collect all of the cranes that are made by all of the VBS participants, and we are going to hang them all up in the narthex of the church. So don't forget to swing by the church and drop off your peace cranes. Thanks, everybody.